Hello everyone, my name's Carl Ford and I'm a sport, health and wellness accounting specialist. And that's what we do. That's one of our passions at Carl Ford Accountancy. And I'm here, Andy Deeks, he has asked me to do a video to go through the benefits from a business and financial point of view of advertising in the sporting world. Now, I think I need to take some time to build a little bit of credibility with you guys because you don't know me from Adam right now. So let me take you back. I'm a huge sports fan. Some people would question that because my team of choice is Aston Villa when it comes to football. I've loved them since birth. I was blessed to be born just before they won the European Cup. I've been a huge Formula One fan. As you can tell, there's a couple of clues in the background. I can remember things from like 1986 with Nigel Mansell. But I'm not just someone that's an armchair fan. So, for example, I have been kickboxing. I started kickboxing when I was probably 17, 18 years old. Absolutely loved the physicality of it. I loved the discipline of it. And it's just great to be part of a sporting environment. But I've alluded to it when I talked about the team I support. One of the big sporting activities that I've been involved with is football. So I started playing football when I was 8 years old in terms of playing for a team, not just kicking a ball around. And it's not glorious, but I had a playing career that lasted almost 20 years, and that encompassed many different levels. I have played for school level, I've played at county level, I've even played at semi-professional level. So I understand what you guys go through when it comes to being a semi-pro sports professional, because I've been there. And I think that's something that's key. And I loved that lifestyle. I loved going to work. I'd say 9 to 5. I worked longer hours in all honesty, but I loved that. I worked those hours. Then I'd be training during the week. Saturday, I'd be doing my semi-pro football. Then on a Sunday, just for fun, I'd be playing Sunday league football because I just couldn't get enough of it. I get what it's like to love sport, and that's why I do this. That's why I do the accounting for the sports world. But I also love motorsport. Motorsport is a big, huge passion of mine. My playing days are over from football, and I'm quite blessed that I'm still able to watch but participate in motorsport. I was late to the party in terms of participating. I first go-karted when I was in my very early 20s. I mean, like you look at Max Verstappen, he debuts when he was like 17. He couldn't even have a driving license. And I'm telling you all this just so that you get a background. This isn't some accountant in a suit telling you what to do. This is a guy that his first passion is sport. So I get the importance of it, I get the significance of it. I know the difference that we can make to the rest of the world. That sounds quite grand, but that's the reality of it. So yeah, Andy Deeks from DCAS Group, he has asked me to do a video. We've teamed up. We are the accounting preferred suppliers for DCAS Group when it comes to sports accounting. And the reason that this happened is we've got mutual interests. So Andy's got a background in Formula One. He's got other aspects of motorsport, and we got chatting. We had met over Speedway, and that's how our friendship and professional relationship formed. So you know who I am. You know why I am here. So why should you as a business put your money into sport rather than in your back pocket? There's so many benefits. Some of them are quantifiable, that we can do some kind of analysis and we can tell you how much money you've put in, what your return on investment is. Some of it, we can't. It's softer benefits that there's no way of really quantifying it. But one of the big benefits is you're getting eyeballs on your business. And that's what we all want. So, for example, if you put your money into some hoarding at a football ground, no matter where it is on that ground, you have got a captive audience that will be seeing your brand, your business, for the best part of 2 hours. Yes, it's a 90-minute game, but we all know you're in the stadium for longer, whether that be semi-professional or whether it be at a professional level. You get 2 hours worth of eyeballs on your business every single week. If you get it right with where you position it, like let's say you position your hoarding by the goal or the corner flags, not only are you getting eyeballs from the people in the ground, but you're then getting a lot of press coverage because that's where photographers take a lot of their shots. And this is something that Andy does exceptionally well. He doesn't just help businesses get their advertising, he gets it in the right place. He spends a lot of time analyzing where you get the most bang for your buck. So that's why just getting eyeballs on your business, it's worthwhile. There's another side to it, which is a bit more quantifiable. There's obviously taxation benefits. Anything you put into a sports advertising budget, it's advertising, it's marketing, whether that be to put your name on the front of a t-shirt for your local sports team, or whether it be to the hoardings, or if you look at motorsport, if you want to put your name on their overalls, on their bike, on their car, it's all tax deductible advertising budget. So that's another reason why you should do that. But you can take that a little step further. So if you gave let's say a speedway rider, if you give them £1,000, they then would go and spend that £1,000 on buying fuel or whatever they need to do. And they can't claim any of that back necessarily because these guys typically, they're not at the level that we're talking now, they're not VAT registered or anything. But you as a business, you may well be. So you could buy the things for them and then gift it to them as part of your advertising, buying it for them. So that means that there's potential here for not just your marketing budget spend, which would reduce your profit and save you corporation tax, but there's potential here for VAT savings. Now, this isn't a hard and fast rule. The tax rules, we all know they change frequently, but this is an avenue that we can explore. Another thing to look out for is brand association. I've joked to say that Carl Ford Accountancy, we're like the Red Bull of accountancy, because if you look at Red Bull as a brand, they stick their name to things like they've got a Formula One team, they've got a motorbike team, they've got speedway involvement, they have got speed boats, they've got airplane racing, stunt stuff. They put their name and their brand to adrenaline-fueled activities because that's where their target market is. They want to be associated as being fun, as being on the edge, and that helps boost their sales. So from your point of view, think about what sport matches your business. So if you are a garage and you sell 4x4s, you might not want to necessarily put your name to football teams. I'm not saying don't, because we know footballers love the big cars. But what about if you sponsored some kind of like equestrian event or an equestrian rider? They have 4x4s pulling their trailers all over the place. For me, I put my money where my mouth is, and I've got advertising happening. I look at football grounds, I look at rugby, I look at racetracks, because that's where my ideal clients are hanging out. So I want that brand association. I want people to be in football grounds and see Carl Ford Accountancy. I want to be in rugby grounds. I want to be at racetracks, especially racetracks, because that's my personal preference right now. And as part of that, me and Andy, we actually look at a couple of speedway riders. So we've got Carl Bickley, there's Cheska Wright. The reason that I'm bringing these two in is that these are young, up-and-coming stars of the sport. And that's where you can get exceptional value for money. Don't just look at people like the David Beckhams of the world, because yes, it would be amazing if you could get their name associated with your business. But how many tens, hundreds of thousands of pounds will that cost? You can get far more bang for your buck by picking a young and up and coming star. Like with Cheska, for example, she is constantly on radio. She's on social media. She's connected to people on Sky Sports. So having my name attached to her, that does wonders for my business. And you know what? It helps her out too, because I'm helping to encourage and flourish her career. So think about who you're attaching your name to in terms of where they're positioned as an industry. Make sure it matches your brand, but also think about where they're at in their career, because there's a lot we can do with the people that are up and coming. There's a lot we can do. And you know what? If we pick the right ones and they make it bigger, they will have the loyalty to stay with you. So guys, I hope you've understood that there's a lot of benefits that you can have by investing your money into sports and not just straight into your back pocket. There's the eyeballs on it. That will help grow your business massively. There's then the tax benefits to it. We can help reduce your corporation tax. There's aspects of other taxation work we can look at for you. There's then brand association and positioning. So imagine if you sponsored the podium. Your brand is seen and connected subliminally as a winning brand. And that's something that Andy especially can help you with. If you want to know the nuts and bolts of the figures that make sense, that's where I can come in and help you out. So guys, I hope that's really helped. If there's anything else I can help you with, please do contact Andy. Carlford Accountancy is his preferred supplier for accountancy solutions. We absolutely love sports and we just want to help businesses flourish. So if you do have any questions, drop them by Andy and we'll be more than happy to help. Thank you guys.